Siem Reap and Susie. Welcome back to my channel. Today it's Sunday and it's Father Day. Happy Father Day to Father all around the world. So in this episode, I'm gonna share with you guys what's going on in Cambodia for the last between 7 to 15 days. So feel free to jump to any part of the video by the time loop or timestamp that you see on the screen, because you may not want to know everything for all the topic that I cover today. So maybe it can save you a lot of time and just jump to whatever topic that you want to know. Anyway, let's dive into the update today. All right, so the first one is going to be the airport in Phnom Penh. So Tajo International Airport got in the rank of the world's most beautiful airport in 2026. So this one, I probably think this is they are doing the survey for the new airport as well as the new terminal, but this one is another different from the one that I covered I think 2 or 3 episodes ago. So for us, this award today, it's the first one, it's in China, second it's in Germany here, Frankfurt Terminal 3, and the third one in India, and the fourth one is also in India, the Mumbai India Terminal 1, and the fifth one, it's Tajo International Airport, and the sixth one, it's in United States, Pittsburgh, sound like in Germany, but it's in United States. And the last one, it's gonna be the San Diego in United States Terminal 1. So those 7, most I mentioned the specific terminal, they are not including everything, but the terminal, the only us, they are rating overall airport. Okay, the next one, it's gonna be the Ministry of Post and Communication, working with the National Bank of Cambodia. They are working together create the one app that can verify the phone number, the SIM card that can be must be registered, as well as on the e-banking app. So they want to make sure the e-banking system are using the number that register and belong to the right person or belong to the owner of the the bank account owner. That's what we call it. Anyway, I hope you understand what I mean. So with my ID card. So like you guys know, last week I was talking about this event, and then I promised to update you guys for this week update. So this is the highlight from the event. So I'm gonna show you on the screen here.
We care, we act.
First, we would like to invite our distinguished OBPS member, Her Royal Highness Queen Aziza of Pahang, the royal patron of Asia Pacific WAGGGS. Next, I would like to invite Her Royal Highness Princess Benedicte, Royal Patron of OBPS.
Apsara Costume is a traditional Khmer classical dance ensemble inspired by the celestial dancers.
This era was not shaped by the king alone. Standing prominently alongside him were 2 queens, Queens Jayari Devi and Queens Antara Devi. Both served as a supreme queen and shared profound commitment to the elevation of Mahayana Buddhism throughout the nation. Republic of Congo, Denmark, Egypt.
This is extremely beautiful, especially they are lighting up the light at Bayon Temple and the temples in Siem Reap. This is amazing. I wish I were in Cambodia and we traveled to the temple just to see this event, because at the temple area they are not having this light every day. It's only for this special event only, because otherwise people will not support this kind of installment, because they need to protect the temple as well. And with those LED light, it's giving kind of like a like a heat to the temple. So during the event, the First Lady of Cambodia, she got appointed as the national president of OBPS in Cambodia, and she also received the award on behalf of the King Mother. All right, so the total of the event, it was 600 people from 116 countries. That's a lot. So that's why I was saying that this event is one of the most biggest event in Cambodia so far for this year 2026. Next one, the Cambodian Prime Minister were traveling to Russia for the meeting because we are one of the Asian member that also working with Russia. So this one they call, let me read to you because I don't want to give the wrong information about the update. So Russia just hosted a major summit in Kazan. The Russia to mark the 35 years of dialogue relation. And at the event, they officially adopt to the Kazan Declaration. That's what the meeting called. So I'm sure that you already see all the news and everything on the internet. However, I just want to drop you the information here why I am putting the update in this episode because of we are also one of the members. Yeah, and then the meeting is kind of like focusing on sharing the vision to deepen cooperation across political, security, economic, and culture field in order to build peace and stability of the region. And also in the meeting, based on what I read on the source here on the screen here, they are trying to promote the local currency, which is before you only can see on the report update, which is kind of like in US dollar for specifically in Cambodia. As you know, we are using Cambodian real and US dollar. So any of the report that like a big number, we never use in local currency. However, in this meeting, they are trying to promote the local currency, which is if you are doing business with Russia, you only can use the Russian money currency with the local currency. If in Thailand or in Cambodia, in Philippines or Malaysia, they gonna do trying to promote their own each local currency. All right, the next one is going to be from the Ministry of Interior in Cambodia. Have been receiving 487 cameras from the Chinese government. So this one is under the project called Mekong Langchang Security Cooperation Law Enforcement Integration Center. So the camera will be used around in Phnom Penh area, and it's also the specific camera. It's specialized on face recognizing. So the main purpose of the camera is to strengthen public security, especially for the local expat and also for the tourists in the capital city, which can be answered quick for the authority to work on the emergency, for example, like the accident or the crime and everything. So it can be answered to those, and there will be a team in order to do the in charge for those 487 camera that they will be implement around Phnom Penh area. And so far, I didn't have any information or read any update about which location that they will be install those camera. But however, even though before they have this camera in Phnom Penh, they also have a different kind of just a security camera, but not high technology like the one that we just got this month. All right, so since we are just talking about the camera that we got donation from Chinese government, there's a couple speed camera that the local police just installed between Siem Reap to Phnom Penh or Phnom Penh to Siem Reap, which is along the way, like you can see on the screen here, which is like you can see on the screen, and also the picture that I show you guys there. They also have in the kilometer number 100, between number 100 to 101. So if you have noticed, if you have been to Cambodia and you are driving, you will see like how many kilometers more you will reach to Siem Reap, or you will reach to some part of the city. So those kilometer sign, you will see the number on it. So the specific of that camera is between 100 to 101. So between that area, that is in the Kampong Thom province, and another two is in Kampong Cham, which is Kampong Cham. If you are driving from Siem Reap to Phnom Penh, you pass Kampong Thom and then you will pass Kampong Cham province. So which is you will see two camera there is the speed camera. I'm sure the police will be getting their job easier than before because they don't need to do the installment every time they are on a mission to catch people who are over speed. So this one, in order to reduce the accident on the road, and I really support if they have more than that, it would be good because a lot of people they are driving are very fast and driving in Cambodia. It's not something like you are driving in here, Europe or US. The people knowledge of driving it's kind of limited, I can say, and some they know but they don't respect the rules. So I hope the speed camera can be at least reduce some number from the accident. All right, the next one is gonna be jumping to a little bit what's the topic about Russia. So the Cambodia Prime Minister were discussed with the director of GAZ Group. So this company is kind of like the leading company in Russia in business sector, like the manufacturer for the export of the light and medium duty commercial vehicle businesses and engine to over 40 countries. And the small part of this company or branch, they also build the bulletproof car or the military vehicle as well. So this is kind of like another meeting that they might be working together with Cambodia. Because all right, the next one I'm gonna let you watch with me with this adorable Japanese ambassador behind the scenes with the Minister of Tourism in Cambodia.
준비합소 따가이니 그냥 없는 짓 르프른 자방 제모이 로 문트레 됐었죠. 준비합소.
Very good morning, Ambassador. You are warmly welcome to Royal Railway, Cambodia Railway Station.
Good morning, Minister.
Today we will taking the train to visit Kampot province. Shall we?
Yes, please.
The train we are going to ride Japanese-made Kiha 183 series train. This train line connects Phnom Penh with the southern province. What do you think of the landscape and the people?
Yes. Every province has its own charm. The scenery is truly beautiful and the warmth of the people is unforgettable.
And while Kampot is peaceful, allow me to recommend another kind of escape. Ambassador, have you explored the islands of the coast of Siem Reap yet?
Because of the royal group have been purchased this train from Japan. I think it was around sometime in 2024, and then the train was officially in Cambodia was in April 2024, and then it was launching to use for the passengers traveling between Phnom Penh, Kampot, and Sihanouk Ville. At the end of 2024, I think it was in November. So if you need the information about the traveling by train from Phnom Penh to Sihanouk Ville or to Kampot, you can see on the screen there is the information, or you can search more information there. All right, so the next one, it's gonna be the most excited even for me only, I think. This one is the wedding exhibition. So they are doing the third year now, including this year. So the footage that I give to you is the footage from last year. However, they take that footage last year to promote for this year. It will be happen in July next month. So let's get into the phone and I'll show you on the screen there.
If I'm going with you, I know we'll get to the other side. Sinking in, I know this feels right. Catching a crazy love, moving through me like a wildfire, like a wildfire.
So the exhibition, a lot of people who have the future event or wedding, so mostly are the wedding costume company will be there, the wedding catering, the decoration, food, catering people, they will be there. And you also just visit, maybe if you don't have anything related to that, but it's kind of like a really something beautiful that you can see the showcase of the wedding culture. So this is part of like what is the wedding culture in Cambodia look like. So you don't need to be invited to one of the Cambodia wedding, because if you don't know anybody or you know anybody in Cambodia that got wedding and they invite you. Yeah, so something like that you will see at the exhibition, and you don't need to buy any ticket to go there. But if you want to have the booth or whatever, you can just contact the organizer, whatever on the screen, or you can search, because nowadays it's very easy on the Google. You just know a headline topic and you easy pull off the information from the internet. AI, it's very easy right now. Okay, the next one is gonna be, but before I go to that topic, let me brief you a little bit. Since right now a lot of Cambodian people, we are not support the 7-Eleven mart anymore, since the situation that happened or tense with Thai. And I know that a 7-Eleven is not original from Thailand, it's origin from US, but right now the owner of the 7-Eleven is the Japanese. However, the Thai still own the company, but they kind of like paying the franchise to use the brand. And then for Cambodia, we don't really think too much, because we know that it's owned by the Thai company. So we kind of like stopping supporting the Mart 7-Eleven, which is grow super fast in Cambodia. Anyway, so right now a lot of small mart, similar mart, they are expanding their brand or their shops around Cambodia, just like this South Korean mini mart, which is called eMart 24. They are taking the opportunity to open their store. So far they are opening around 22 now, and their goal is to open completely in 2026 until reach their target 100 store in Phnom Penh and provinces. This has excited me because I love Korean snack, Korean food, those that Korean snack, Korean food, Korean ingredient, ramen. Oh my god, I love those kimchi. I know you love kimchi too. Anyone doesn't love kimchi? Anyway, so this kind of opportunity, market in Cambodia grow fast because the local people, especially the teenager or young adult, they are adapting to the new market very fast. So this kind of like opportunity, and this is not only the Korean mart. They also got a lot of like a fast food chain, restaurant, and a lot more are opening new in Cambodia. Okay, the next one is going to be the Times Square project. So they have new project of the Times Square 9 and Times Square 11. So the Times Square 9, the location is at the BKK1, and the Times Square location is at BKK3. So those two condo project, they are both have 39 floors. However, the BKK1 and BKK3, the price of the condo rent are not the same, because BKK1, as you may already know, it's kind of like one of the most expensive area in Phnom Penh. So I'm gonna brief you a little bit about the price range. So far the Times Square 9, the price estimate starting from 85K to 100K, which is the one unit, 60 to 90 square meter. And when it's ready, project it's gonna be up to 125K to 200K for the one unit. And another one, which is the Times Square 11, the start price range is around 45K to 49K for one unit. And then when it's ready, it's going to be 70Ks to 95Ks, which is giving the unit square meter. It's around 35 square meter to 75 square meter. It's, for me, it's small, but maybe it's reasonable for the condo unit. I don't know. You can let me know. Anyway, so you can see on the screen, this is all the projects that they have. And yeah, it's very interesting. So if you see on the screen there, these are the projects that the Town Square have so far. One of the biggest well-known developer that built the condo. All right, so since we are talking about the condominium and the building, let me show you guys how is the tallest building falling to which building so far. So if you are seeing on the screen there, between 2022 to 2028, the tallest building, it's gonna be J Tower 3. So if you are looking on the screen there, 2022 is falling to the peak Sri Lanka. So the peak, we did a lot of review for the condo at the peak at another channel. And also, like you can see on the screen, it gives you some kind of like the information that I researched and put together and build up and build this image so for you easy to see. So far 2024, 2025, it's the Morgan Mansion 2, and right now it's falling to KBX Universal Financial Center. So this one is more for the commercial office and luxury 5-star hotel from the Kaibo group. For 2027, it's gonna be falling to the same group, like you can see on the screen here. But if the J Tower 3 is gonna be finished their building, then the tallest building is gonna be falling to the J Tower 3. Now, if you are watching until now, can you do me a favor? Please like and subscribe to make sure that my content is at least useful, and you will get the information, something like this, when I upload the next one. Anyway, let's get into another last 2 or 3 one. All right, the next one, if you are wonder how many countries that the airlines are flying from Cambodia to and from Cambodia. So far directly from the countries around in Asia, also including in India and Middle East, those are around 15 countries. And those 15 countries that fly, there is around more than 30 airlines that they are flying directly to and from Cambodia. So if you can see again on the screen that I build information and then I generate to the AI image for you to see, it's very easy to see which airline are flying direct to Cambodia. And also, as I mentioned in the couple episodes already, that US also will have the direct flight to Cambodia since they already signed the Sky Open agreement together, and hopefully they will be starting to have exact plan soon for that. All right, so the last one of the day, this one is going to be the scam crackdown. So far since the June, the scam crackdown all across Cambodia. The authority able to arrest around more than 1,200 people. So those 1,200 people, let me break down based on maybe 4 or 5 report or news that I read, and then I combine together, so it's gonna be shorter instead of just go one by one. So for Phnom Penh, in the early of June, they cracked down around 1,000 people from 104 places. So in those, there is 24 landlords that got fined by renting the property. So they got fined around 24,000 total from those 24 landlords. And also you will get fined if you renting the property to whoever that you don't know what they are doing in the country, and then they happen to be one of the scammer. You will get fined by, let's say you have 5 persons in your building, in your apartment room that you rent for them, they will be multiplied by those number, and then you will got fined. And just hopefully that you will not go to jail if you're involved with something like that. So government right now, there is a new law released in April about the scam. So now let's get back to the cases that they've been cracked down so far in June. And then for the Kok Kong province, 51 arrests. In Sihanouk Will, 18 arrests. I think it's more than that, but for some reason I only get that report. Basai, the first big one in Phnom Penh, there's another 2 separate reports, which is the total number that the authority arrest is around 95 people. Beside the arrest, there is 98 deport back to Vietnam. So those 98 are the Vietnamese citizens. And then, like you can see on the screen here, I just put a very quick source that I read the information from. All right, that's it for today, and I would like to say thank you so much for watching, and I really hope you give me a like or subscribe if you like my content and if you think it's useful to know what's going on in Cambodia. And I will see you in the next Wednesday for another episode about Cambodia. And again, see you next week on Sunday as well for another update of what's going on in Cambodia, just like this one. And for now, you guys have a great day. Bye.